Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is a part 2 about what to look for as far as troubleshooting and other things about the Shark 900S Easy Robot Self Clean. Some other things I wanted to touch base on. As you can see, you want to keep everything clean because it creates a lot of dust and some problems. So we left off, if you guys want to see part 1, it's right before this. It's going to give you the ins and outs of some of the problems, the good and the bad, about the Shark Easy Robot 900 series robot vacuum cleaner. As we said, there are a few things you have to look for as far as things that need to be changed or to be looked at, or some things that may make your robot act differently or weird in some senses, as far as things that you need to look for. So without further ado, we're going to be looking at a few other things. Now, there were a few things I mentioned, like these brushes in the front getting worn out, and hitting the back brushes over here, and the wheels, and so on and so forth. The wheels get a little bit worn out, as you can see. If you guys look at a few videos from before on my YouTube channel, you guys will also see other videos about the Shark and of the iRobot and the likes and the differences, and whether the Shark is better than the Roomba or the Roomba is better than the Shark. Also, if you guys wanted to reference that, be sure to look at my other appliance videos and tool reviews. Now we're going to touch back and take a look at the Shark 900S. If you guys look at the things before, this is a part 2 and a continuation about the goods and the bads about the unit itself. So without further ado, we're going to be turning it over and checking out the goods and the bads about the vacuum. So now let's turn it over. Bear with me 1 second. We're going to be turning it over. Now be careful when you turn it over so that you don't want to mess around with the vacuum way too much. So now we're looking at the vacuum. I have it with Shark facing away from me. But this shows you a little bit of, I wanted to start talking to you about the bumper over here in the front, or it could be in the back, whichever way you're looking at it. Now, as you can see, these over here are the brushes in the front. You have the one facing the back that'll turn around. When this hits the wall, you tend to hear a little bit of a crackling noise. And I'm going to try to imitate that noise for you guys right now. This is what you hear. If it's touching the side, you hear that. That's a bumper. But I don't really, when it hits the wall, I really don't like it because it sounds like a cracking and it doesn't hit the wall right where it has to or turn. That's something I don't like. It doesn't reach into corner areas because all it does is hit the side, and also the brushes get in the way, so it looks like you are not getting the full amount of how your vacuum is working. Also, I didn't like on the areas where you have to go on with on a carpet or in between two rooms. There's not enough clearance in between the floor and the top of the bumper. As you can see over here, even I can illustrate to you over here, how there's not that much clearance. It means that I think that the wheels should have been bigger and had have been a little bit more of a shock absorber on it. When it goes on top of another surface, you guys can see the problem. Now, if you guys have that, it's not necessarily a defect on the vacuum. It's the way the vacuum was designed and built. As you can see on top over here, you have the skew. They give that to you so that you guys can get it serviced or a warranty or something along those lines. So now let's look at it the other way. I'm going to turn it the other way because I don't like that you're seeing the back of it. So bear with me 1 second as I turn it around. What you guys see over here is the eye, and you also see the other things right here. You see the eye, you see the shark name, you guys see a little bit of the sensor over here. Then you have your unlock mode shark. I'm going to zoom out so that you guys can see that. I'll zoom in as well to give you a gist. I hope it doesn't, kind of hard to keep stable, but I hope that you guys can read that. What it says over here is get these apps only and feature of interactive home map, room select, no-go zones, scheduled cleaning, recharge and resume. Right here, I can show you that it's fully charged, as you can see. You have the clean button on the left, the docking on the right, and now it thinks, since I picked it up, it thinks that I want to go clean. So the blue light is on, but we're actually not going to clean right now because I'm showing you guys the ins and outs of what's good, what's not good, what's bad. You can also scan to download the app over here. It's by App Store and Google Play. I do recommend leaving these stickers on the vacuum so that if you forget something, you guys can get your memory refreshed. You guys can also see that the onboard buttons are on right now. The docking is not on right now because I didn't hit it. And I don't want it to think that it needs to start going. So now, without further ado, I'm going to show you guys some other things. So we looked at this and I showed you the bumper on the other side. If I lift it up, you guys are going to see that the bumper rocks a little bit. You guys see that? That makes noise. When it hits the wall or it goes over another surface, that's what you're going to hear. That right there. On the iRobot Roomba, it has a very, very small shock absorber, and you don't hear that much. It kind of goes away. So now we're going to take a little bit of a look over here on the other side. Now, while it's working, it's got these vents over here. I'm guessing so that it doesn't overheat. They're pretty much really, really small if you ask me. I do wish that it was a little bit, the vents were a little bit bigger, or they could have added more slots to make it not overheat. Sometimes when you pick up the unit, it's a little bit hot. I guess depends on how long it's been on and how hard it's working. But depending on your environment, that's going to depend on how hard it works and how long it works. So now we're going to be looking on the other side. This is the eye. This right here, as you can see. And then if you look here, it's got your on and off. I never shut it off because I think that if you shut it off, it's going to overcharge itself, and then you're going to have to change the batteries more often because it has to restart the whole system. I think that this is not really in the right place. It should have been somewhere on top where you guys could see whether to shut it off or not. Because if you're going into the docking station, this is pretty much covered from you. Now I'm going to show you another thing over here. This thing in the front. They kind of multicolored it. It's kind of hard to see. That's actually your vacuum port right there. And these clinch also to get the vacuum running again. Your docking station vacuum, as what I'm saying. So I also am going to show you a few manuals that they included. I'm going to refresh your memory a little bit. This is your Shark Easy empty robot owner's manual. It does say 900 series. I wish they would put some color in it. It looks really, really dull. As you can see, the writing is really, really small. It could have been a little bit bigger. You also get this starter guide, including the... actually, this has some color. The self-emptying quick start guide. Now, to stay current, it says the latest updates on an app. Search Shark Clean, and it's got that SKU so that you guys, the QR code, so that you guys could start working with the vacuum right away. I didn't put it on right away because I wanted it to just let itself go first. I'm also going to talk to you guys about a little something that happened while it was working. You guys cannot put it on a... You can't take the docking station, put it on one floor, and then take the vacuum and put it on the second floor. Because when it's full, it goes back to the docking station, and after it goes and empties itself into the docking station vacuum, it wants to pull itself away again. So it's done that before. So if I was on the second floor and I have 2 floors and I'm cleaning the second floor, it fills up and then it's looking for the docking station vacuum to empty, and it goes all the way to the stairs almost. And if you're not taking real care and looking at it, it could just fly right down the stairs. Unless you guys put some barrier that's on the stairs, like a child barrier or some little barrier that you made, just so that you were paying attention. I don't recommend that you guys leave it unattended if you're doing something, or if you live on one level, you can just let it do and run its course. But if you're on a multi-level and you want to take it up the stairs and use it, I would not recommend getting this model. I would recommend getting the regular Shark, that it just has a receptacle on board, and when it's done, it just waits for you to take it and empty the side onboard debris receptacle. I think that that's the best way to go if you're on a multi-level house. Also, I do recommend taking a look at the receptacle that's on the side of the unit. On part number 1, I showed you guys that it doesn't show you how full it is. Now, I wish they did show that, like a little slot where it showed you how much there is. But on this unit, it doesn't show. I think that that was a fail on the part of shark. They should have taken that into consideration. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe on the higher ups of the amount of money you spend on a robot room cleaner or house cleaner, as it is. I think that lacked some design and thought. The iRoomba itself has on its docking station a little slot where it shows how much is in there. That's the plus and the minus. That's a minus on the Sharks company design that they did. I think that if you really wanted to deal with it, it would be wise to go up on the amount you pay. The more you pay, the more options you get. That works with every single item that you guys purchase or service that you get. Now, let's talk a little bit about the... I haven't had to get this, knock on wood, serviced or even replaced or other things. Now, sometimes over here, I'm going to show you on the unit, sometimes when the unit is working, the two blue buttons on the clean and on the dock flash. That means, as I said in part 1, that something is jammed. Either the wheels or the brushes are jammed or worn out. As you can see right here, because I am touching it, the battery is on. Now, I did notice another thing over here, you guys. If I'm touching the unit, as you can see, I'm touching the unit thinks that it wants to start going. So I do recommend putting it back in the charger before you start to clean. That way it resets itself. So I hope you guys get a gist. Any questions or comments or thoughts you want to write in the comments, that'd be greatly appreciated. I hope you guys look at the other videos I did. When I started my channel, I did the iRoomba 692. I did the unboxing. I did how it operates. Now, I had to send that back to Amazon because there was something wrong with the unit, as I showed in the video. Also, I did return it, and the service was okay, but you had to talk to people, and sometimes they were not very convenient to your problem. So I decided to buy this shark. I hope this was very informative to you guys. Like and subscribe to my channel, and you guys have a great day.